Well, that looks pretty live. Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and hi. All right, so let's start off with some news before I get inundated with attacks and questions and questionable attacks. All right, so the front right here, you see on the main picture that Unicron is there. That's Unicron from the Transformers, baby. So Transformers Unicron, that is a thing that is going to start with issue 0 on Free Comic Book Day, which is Cinco de Mayo, May 5th this year. So soon, very soon. Um, this is actually a really cool thing because they're saying this is going to be an entire reboot. What's up, Raven? An entire reboot of the IDW universe. I don't think that they're actually losing the license. That would have been a big deal, and I'm pretty sure. Robert Murad, what's going on? How you doing? It is a pretty good evening. Um, that's a pretty big deal because if they were losing the Transformers, they'd be losing all of the Hasbro license, and we would have definitely heard about that. But I think that rebooting the IDW Transformers universe is probably a brilliant idea. Does it throw away all of the history that we've read so far? Maybe. Kind of hoping not necessarily, but I'm hoping they do something good with it because it could be fun. It could be really fun. But right now, it is really out of control. You got so many Transformers books out there. Like, no way, man. No way. There's no way I'm going to be able to follow them all. And they all do actually interconnect with each other. So I think a reboot, good idea on your part, IDW. And I'd like more information, please. Power Rangers Shattered Grid. Have you guys seen the trailer for this? I'm going to try to remember to link that to this video. But Power Rangers Shattered Grid is something that basically, check this out. This is going to be a comic book series, Power Rangers Shattered Grid, where they actually made a live action trailer for it, where Tommy, the Green Ranger, who eventually becomes the White Ranger, he is actually evil. He never left Rita Repulsa's side. And he's going around and he's killed the original Power Rangers, and now he's going to all the other alternate dimensions and killing them too. And then he comes across this dimension where he actually became a good guy. So it's Tommy, dude. And just for the sake of conversation, this live trailer that they put out, it actually features, I'm going to screw up his name, Jason David Frank. You know what I'm saying? Like the original guy who played Tommy. So it's pretty cool. It's painfully short. Like, it's so short. It's like, why is this not longer? It's like maybe 3 minutes long, and a lot of it's just him looking at flashbacks. But worth it, and fantastic idea. I can't remember. I think that Power Rangers is being done by Boom Studios, and dude, what a way to put yourself at the top of the freaking echelon of, well, you know, besides Marvel and DC, top echelon of the other guys' comic books. That's fantastic. That's really good. Rory MacArthur, what's up? I seen that Power Rangers trailer yesterday. Kind of cool. Yeah, that's when it dropped. Yeah, that was pretty wicked, man. I was pretty impressed when that happened. Okay, the only other thing I have to talk about until questions start coming in is Aquaman. So, for the movie, which is apparently going to be the final comic book movie. Hey, Dick Fillmore, what's going on, brother? I haven't seen you in forever, dude. I keep on thinking to say, you know, where's Dick? Where's Dick? But it wouldn't be appropriate. Anyway, so I think I missed you the past two podcasts. Anyway, so yeah, with Aquaman, apparently the test trailer for several test audiences, not audience members, but several test audiences that they used, they didn't go so well. There's probably going to be some, you know, here's the thing. I expect that I would have heard something by now if they were going to try and cover it up and all that stuff, but I'm kind of glad they didn't. Look, if there's a problem, let's fix this problem, all right? Because, you know, I'm seriously invested in Aquaman up in here. I got some tools on my desk. Seriously invested in some Aquaman up in here, and I want to make sure they're going to do it right, you know what I'm saying? So... yeah, seriously, like, if the test audience said it was bad, and it's funny, this is literally the first bit of bad news that has come out of the of this movie so far, which it doesn't make it easier because the test audience, this is the main thing that you're looking for. This is the average audience. Now, there could be several reasons why this happens, but Krypton already came out? See, man, I can't follow all that stuff. Hold on, I'm going to get to that in a minute, Raven. It's not the best news that this happened, that the test audience had a problem with it, but it is what it is, man. And if there's a problem, maybe it's because it's catered too much to the fans, like the rest of the DCEU has done so far. Not the most brilliant of ideas, because like when you cater too much to the fans, hey, the diehards are gonna be like, F everybody else, man. It's my movie. It's my movie. The problem is you alone and your, what was it, 12 people? 12 people, I think it was, who were petitioning for the Zack Snyder director's cut of Justice League, which doesn't exist. But so they're petitioning for nothing. But they had like what, 12 or 13 people total max. Sorry, I don't care how many times those 12 or 13 people are going to go see that movie. There's no way they're going to, make a budget for that movie. There's no way they're going to suddenly turn that around, because I'm sure they tried to make it so that, the movie was like, oh, yeah, okay, this is a profitable success. We like it. Let's see what else we can do. Nah. If Aquaman bombs, dude, I'm serious when I say this, they might not even be looking towards making Wonder Woman. I'm not joking on that. I want you to really think about that, dude, because Wonder Woman, people saw it and it was amazing. Wow, cool. But then afterwards, people start thinking, it's like, there's some problems here. Some of those issues, like it's really just Captain America, the First Avenger, part 2 with the ending. So I get it, but they need to. I hope they're going to fix this, because it's Aquaman, dude. I loves me some Aquaman. Plus the currency. If you guys aren't reading the current Aquaman series right now, you are doing yourself a grave injustice, and I'm talking a watery grave injustice, because that is a phenomenal comic book right now. Get out. That is amazing. So, Agents of S.h.i.e.l.d. is the best show on TV. Yeah, last night left me in so many tears. Right? I was literally sitting there watching that. Like, this is wild what they're doing in Agents of S.h.i.e.l.d. But I did put up a review of that episode. I think at like 7 o'clock this morning I did it. It's not too long before the kids woke up and I went to bed. Wife woke up at like 7 when I came into bed. She's like, oh no, 7:30 I came to bed. It's like, oh, what are you doing? You just now coming to bed? I was like, yeah, I'll get up in an hour or two. I got up like 3 hours later. I don't need that much sleep, but I do need sleep. So over here, Raven, no, I did not watch Krypton, son of a gun. That's already out. I knew it. Well, yeah, Dick Fillmore. Yes, the Dark Knight is a Crow ripoff, but no, not really. Hardly, not really. I'm like totally just falling down your rabbit hole there. But anyway, I didn't know that Krypton was out. Okay, listen, I've got a world. I wanted to just put out the Black Monday Murders because it's been sitting on the shelf for a while. I filmed that and edited it and all that stuff and just had it sitting on the shelf for a while now, and just like, okay, if I. Like I'm always trying new things. I'm always trying to improve and do something new with my videos so that, it's cool. But if I have something that I finished and then I keep doing other things in the future, then this video becomes an old video. So even if I were to put it up, it's like, if I were to put up this video a year from now, who knows? What I'll be doing next in the future. I might decide to get a whole new editing program. I might get just an updated editing program. I might have taken some courses online for learning something new, how to edit, or get some different equipment and better sound equipment. I might move, I might move by then and find it's hard finding, a place similar. Like I'm in Mississauga right now, man, and there's room to breathe. There's literally room to breathe. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to find apartments out here. It's really hard, and the prices are just skyrocketing. They're getting jacked up because of the. It's mostly China that's doing it, but whatever, it is what it is. But wife's like, let's move to downtown Toronto. I was like, I don't want to move to downtown Toronto. Can you imagine always hearing all that noise ringing in your ear? Like, I come from the city, man. No, I like the peace and quiet out here. I spent 5 years in a freaking desert. You think I want to come back to hear all the, when, yeah, when that's ambience? No, thank you. So, like, we're butting heads a little bit on, like, where we're going to move. So, yeah, choices are very limited right now because we have high expectations for where we're each going to move. I think my expectations are much higher. Anyway, so I might get a bigger room to go and do my thing at that point, in which case my sound won't sound nearly the same. So I figured, like, let me just put that out. Anyway, yeah, I've got my World of Krypton. I want to put some final touches on it, like a nice little intro and all that stuff and put that out there. And if you guys ever go to the Hawk World group that's on Twitter and on Facebook, it's called Hawk World. It's run by a guy named Tim Board, Board. Dude's a bigger Hawkman fan than me because like he can go into the details much greater than I can. I don't know if he's got a cheat sheet next to him or not, but really good details. I'm actually thinking to ask him if he wants to like team up to do a Hawkman thing, but he asked me recently, like, what am I going to be doing? Am I going to be doing a Hawkman comic soon? I said, yeah, I was thinking I'm going to be doing a Shadow War of Hawkman pretty soon, but I need to put out the World of Krypton. They just put out it wasn't a free comic book day issue, obviously, because that hasn't happened yet, but it was a free comic book they put out, which was issue 1 of the 4-issue limited series for World of Krypton, which gave us an incredible look in the past, and we got to see the grandfather of of Superman. So these are all the characters that we're going to have, and they're also talking about they're going to have Adam Strange in the film, and there's going to be obviously a connection to Hawk World, Thanagar, not the Flash Gordon version. So that is really cool, and I kind of want to do a spotlight on story for the Rand Thanagar War because there are a lot of people out there who, even if they read it, they maybe didn't read everything, or it was very confusing. So, and it's expanded and it's re-upped a lot. So I would like to do a spotlight on story for the Rand Thanagar War, and I want to do what do you call it? Adam Strange Explained in a Minute one of these days, and I may just decide to do. I decide after there was a couple podcasts ago where people were asking me to explain Hawkman. I'm like, dude, that's nigh impossible, especially in a minute. But I decided, you know what? Since there's been so many versions of Hawkman, why don't I consider just explaining different versions of Hawkman in a minute? So I can have like 5 or 300, more like 5, different videos on the different versions of Hawkman. I could do that. That sounds doable. So that's going to have to be something when there's a downtime, though, because I know Hawkman's not the biggest character out there. At the same time, it's just announced that there is going to be a Hawkman comic book coming up, and it's supposed to be pretty good. A lot of us really looking forward to that. So if that's the case, bang, zoom, I'm totally down with it. But if Hawkman is going to be making an appearance pretty soon in Krypton, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta pay attention to that. So, oh, geez. Okay, wow, this just kept going. Okay, comic watching. What's going on, man? Hey, Professor, happy to finally have you back. Question: do you receive more ad revenue when we watch entire ads versus pressing skip? Same goes for participation in polls. The way my understanding is that if you watch an ad all the way through, that's how the ad gets charged, in which case that's how I get paid. So apparently pressing skip is not a good thing. But also, I don't know what kind. In fact, you know what would be cool if you guys could in the comments tell me what kind of ads I am getting, because I'm not allowed to like look at ads. If they see my IP, if I'm looking at ads, like they could screw me over big time. But what do you call it? What is it? With the ads, I know that I'm pretty sure they have to be watched all the way through. Don't kill yourself, especially like sometimes they'll put up like a 5-minute or longer ad. I've seen like a half an hour ad. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen. That's never going to happen, but it is what it is. But my understanding is that when there are good movies coming out, they're like right now, I would imagine that a lot of the Infinity War trailers are being shown for my channel. So, in which case, I imagine everybody's watching them. But if they're putting out something for like Geritol, I think Geritol's like an old person drink or something. Yeah, if it's something that just doesn't apply, then it's like, wow, yeah, nobody's going to watch that. But yeah, I believe that that's the way that those actually work. Yeah, I get, believe it or not, as a comic book channel right now, plus with as many videos as I put out, that's a huge help. Like, I show my wife how much I'm making just on the ad revenue alone. She's like, oh, oh my, okay. You know what I'm saying? She's good with me just doing part-time work, you know what I'm saying? From home. So, but what do you call it? Doing yeah, if it changed, if it got a lot lower, it would be an issue. You know, it's like, okay, not so many videos are going to be able to go out. I'm going to have to go out. I'm going to start doing my, actually going back to doing some serious work and whatnot. But also, as an Amazon affiliate partner, I actually get pretty decent money whenever somebody buys comic books through my ads, and I've been slacking, so I've been noticing the things going down, the revenue through Amazon affiliates going down, because that's also linked through Comixology. So if you get the physical copy of a book through one of my links, cool, you get a physical copy, but it's also directly linked to Comixology. So if you get the digital version of the comic, then boom, like they're both available through Amazon, which is nice. Which is nice. It's not great for the open market, but it's pretty good for me to actually make some kind of cash. So I've mostly been focusing on doing that for the spotlights on stories, but whatever. Yeah, I make pretty good money like that. So much so that I'm not like desperate to put out a Patreon. You know what I'm saying? It's maybe when I get up to like 5,000 subs, then maybe I'll make a Patreon. But I've also got to make things available, like gifts. You know what I'm saying? Like reasons. What I forget what they're called, the incentives. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll see what's going on with that. I've had some ideas. I talked with the guys at Nerderkey, and they said that some of the ideas that I had were really good, but right now it's a lot of extra work, and I'm happy just putting out my videos like this and just making what I got. So, but in general, like from my heart, really good question. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate that. Comic watching, comic singular. Okay. Do you watch Gotham? No, I don't. I don't anymore. I watched the first two seasons, and they were amazing. And I'm getting superhero overload right now with all the TV shows that are out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I knew that Agents of S.h.i.e.l.d. was on last night, and even though I love that show, I'm just like, I'm gonna put it off because I need to do some work right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was literally like a last minute thing. Like if like 6 o'clock in the morning, I was like, if I don't watch this thing right now, the kids are gonna be up, and I'm not gonna be able to make a video for this until the next day. In which case, why bother, right? So, excuse me. Super comic booky. I love the series. I remember that Gotham was really good. I remember, yeah, it is pretty good. One of these days, you know what? I've only watched the first 3 episodes of Jessica Jones, and my wife actually likes the show. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't remember anything that happened in the first season. She's gonna say, "Did this happen in the first season?" Shut up, babe. You know, it's like, not now, babe. Why is it that when women decide, oh, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to watch the Super Bowl with you? It's like, dude, this is the biggest game in the world, and you're just going to be asking me questions. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, and I appreciate the effort, but stop asking questions. You can ask questions after, okay, or before. There's always before. There's prep time. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. um, and lately, there are women who watch a lot more than I do, and they can tell me about the game. So there's that too. And then I look like, so wait a second, I don't get it. What did it just do? Shut up, man. That happens. Sports bars, that happens. So Joe Fisher, Agents of S.h.i.e.l.d. had me going the whole episode last night. I know, it was really good, dude. It was really good. That could have been an episode 100. Episode 100 was just like hey, give away one of your toys. Psh, Dick, you better watch yourself, man. I might be doing something. Okay, so what, here we go. It's just bouncing a lot. Okay. Dick, come on. Ledger's Joker looks just like Lee's Crow. Okay, that's what you're saying. And the walk and the talk and the visual of the gangsters nearly identical. I don't think it's that identical, man. I think that's a stretch, dude. Brian Harry, hello. Did you catch the DC panel at WonderCon today? No, I didn't. My wife is doing. My wife works in. She works with helping people with refugee status to enter into the country here into Canada to enter into the country. So like when people first come into the country, they don't know anything. And in America, somebody comes to the country, it's like literally you got like 3 months. Here's a paid apartment. Okay, bye, and you leave. You know what I'm saying? She actually she just did a meetup with somebody who's in the New York area. This is wild. Okay, this is wild. There's a family who came in from some foreign country. They had veteran. They had veteran status. They had uh, refugee status. Came into the country. They were put in an apartment, and it was literally like, here you go. Here's your bags. Okay, bye. So the woman and her 2 children were sitting in this. Were like just left in this apartment. They didn't speak, so they didn't even know what the woman said. She could have said, "I'll be right back," but she obviously didn't. She's like, okay, goes into just like she sees a big bedroom and a little bedroom. The one bedroom, the door is closed. The other bedroom, it's open. So she figures this must be mine. So she goes in there and she's staying in there, and it's just the bed and the dressers, and she's got the suitcases, and her and her 2 kids. They're sitting there in this apartment for I think it was 2 days. Nobody had their phone number. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had any kind of information on them, and they're literally like, "Oh man, what's going on?" So 2 days just sitting in this apartment. They would come out to go to the bathroom, and they would, go back in, but they were trying to be very quiet and everything because they didn't want to bother the neighbors in the next room. Turns out the whole apartment was hers. That was the master bedroom over there. This was the kids' bedroom. This 2-bedroom apartment. The door happened to be closed, but there's nobody in there. The kitchen was stocked full of food. You know what I'm saying? But nobody even bothered to tell them. They didn't bother to get a translator. Like, could you imagine that? Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It wasn't until the 3rd day that they finally, because they didn't know where they were. They didn't speak. That's crazy. So, yeah, when my wife works with people, she actually helps them out with their resumes. She'll go on the provincial and the federal level and the local, township by township level for the general area. GTA, at least the Greater Toronto Area, and she'll help people out to find jobs and to get them, language. She'll assess what their language level is and things like that, so that find out like, okay, you need to work on your language this much. You know what I'm saying? And she'll set them up with programs to do that. She'll try to find free. If not, here's paid programs. Let's see if I can get you a sponsorship. Whatever. So she does stuff like that. So yeah, I forget why I actually got into that. It's just really exciting, hearing like her stories about all the crazy things that happen and people just like, but and then we wonder why people turn to crime. So, anyway, yeah. That's the exciting thing that she does. Anyway, I remember it had something to do with a question. Let's see, what was the questions up here? Oh, I can't move in the GTA. Oh, that's why I didn't watch the WonderCon panel today. That's why it happened, because I was stuck watching the kids today. She had to go into work to do extra work today. So yeah, I was stuck staying home watching the kids. So like I took her to the park and I started doing some Marvel stuff. I do my Marvel Superheroes Advanced Role-Playing Game System explanation on Monday. So I went and started looking up more stuff and taking notes and all that stuff. Oh, really quick before I continue, I got a couple comic books today. I should have taken the kids to the the thrift store to see what kind of comics they had today. But I did go yesterday, day before yesterday. I went yesterday. Yeah, I went the day before yesterday. Anyway, and I found Wildcats issue number 3. So that was pretty cool. There's some. Just the cover seems to be a little bit messed up, like right here. It's bending. Once I board it, bag it and board it, it'll be okay. I probably don't even have to board it. Like just the bag should be enough, but like the inside it's beautiful. The colors are still really vibrant and everything. So this is nice. This is a really nice one. Let me just stick that right there. And then I bought 2 specialty comics. One of them, I finally got it back. I finally got back my Death of Superman. So not mine, but it's mine now. This is mine now. But anyway, I found this in my comic book store. I'm like, what? It was only $28, and mind you, that's 28 Canadian. So it's actually more like $23, I guess. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy. It's fully sealed. It's not open, or anything. It's good condition. It came bagged and boarded. So like I'm really, really happy that I got the Death of Superman back again. And then finally, Also bagged, also boarded, also in pretty good condition. There's a little bit of denting in the side, but I got the first George Perez Wonder Woman, and I am so happy I got this. And I got this for only 25 Canadian, so it's about 20 bucks, 21 bucks. So yeah, I'm really happy that I found this. They actually had it before, and I didn't jump on it when I could have. Um, oh, and I actually wound up getting something else instead. I don't remember if I actually showed you guys that I'd gotten this, but let's see if I can actually find it now really quick. It should be way in the back. But, yeah, what do you call it? Anyway, so, no, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Anyway, so I wound up getting the first Hudlin Black Panther, which, yeah, is what it is. Anyway, so let me close this up, my little short box. But anyway, so I missed getting that, and I was like, oh, that really just stinks. That really just stinks. So it is what it is. Anyway, yeah. So I'm really happy that I got that. So, yeah, I didn't watch WonderCon, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, maybe make some comments on that. Uh, Sean Sidrai, in the form of Ramen Sidrai, is Dad's thing. I'm here, man. It's me, Sean. Got some news at WonderCon. They said DC are introducing a character named Crusher in Teen Titans, who is Lobo's daughter. Get out of town. All right, that sounds cool. Also, Justice League Dark is coming back. I saw news on that. I saw news that Justice League Dark was going to come back. And also, you guys, I did today. I did Solstice Explained in a Minute, and it literally took about a minute. There's an extra 30 seconds on there, which is literally just me like playing music and whatever, saying the little 6-second intro. But for the most part, yeah, Solstice, the character that just kind of, it's funny. People like to talk about the so-called SJW characters and whatnot. This is kind of one of them. Didn't take somebody else's name that I know of. Didn't like replace any other character, but literally, like, she came in. She had no origin story. Nobody knows where her powers came from or anything. But she's apparently going to be in the Teen Titans TV series. I don't know if she's going to be a recurring character, a one-time character, or an actual member of the Titans, but is what it is. So yeah, I even looked online because I knew about this for months, and I just recently looked online to see is there any kind of an explanation. No, there is like no explanation of this character on YouTube. So I'm like, okay, I guess I will be the first. So there you go. Dick Fillmore, do you prefer alien origins or Egyptian origins for Hawkman? Oh, I prefer the Carter Hall version in every way, shape, and form, Dick. The Carter Hall, the Egyptian origins, so much better. I actually wrote a script a long time ago. I was working at a gas station part time, and it was in the early mornings. I got there at 5 a.m. And that's what I used to do. I brought one of those what do they call the black and white covers, the composition. I brought a composition notebook with me and a pen, and I'd get under the one light that we had, hoping that nobody was going to come and try and rob me. And I'd just sit there, or at least not at gunpoint, because there's not much you could do there. And I would just start writing for a Hawkman script. I lost that paper since then, but I have a pretty good memory, so I remember most of it. One of these days, I'll do something with it. I may just decide to make my own character with it, make my own story with it, but we'll see. Comic noted. We'll watch full. I appreciate that, dude. You're the man. Sean, my Eye of Agamotto. Bill, Miss Martian, and Miss Martian is coming back in DC. I think I saw that. I don't remember if I saw that, but I know Martian Manhunter is supposed to be coming back. Yes, I did see Miss Martian is supposed to be coming back soon. Yes. No, in fact, I not only have I not read Moon Girl yet, but it's been on my mind every time I get a message from you. It's like, crap, Moon Girl, Moon Girl, Moon Girl, read Moon Girl. And then I look, it's like, oh, he's not yelling at me about Moon Girl. He's not threatening me about Moon Girl. I still have to read Moon Girl. So believe me, I actually had a couple extra people telling me, it's not just you at this point. As of this week, I've got even more people telling me, hey, Professor, have you been reading Moon Girl? In which case, I'm like, no. And it's like, dude, a lot of the stuff that's happening right now is going to have an effect in the future. I'm like, okay. So, like I said, I've got the desire, just not the time. But I'm just got to reshuffle things and make the time. And yeah, find a way that I can actually turn it into a video. But I absolutely shall be reading Moon Girl as soon as I possibly can. Um, Raven, I disappeared. I prefer the alien origin. You like Qatar Hall better, but I used to like the Egyptian origin too. Nice. Sean, Bill, there will be new Titan team lead by Nightwatch or by Nightwing. Sorry, Nightwatch. You guys got so mad at me when I posted Nightwatch. What's his name? Spike Lee is talking about I want to do a Nightwatch series, and I'm literally like, Nightwatch? Where do I know that name from? I know that name. I remember that character. So I looked it up. I was like, oh, Wannabe Spawn. Yeah, it's not Spawn. I remember him. Yeah. So I just did the thing really quick. It's like there's gonna be a lot of people wondering who Nightwatch is. So let me do a quick little thing explaining who Nightwatch is. Boom, and I put it up. And I guess people saw the thing and didn't read it. It's like I made sure that the words were extra big, that this was Nightwatch and not Spawn, even though it is in the Nightwatch or in the Spawn font. Marvel did that on purpose, man. But like, I try to always find the actual original graphic print, so it's easy recognition for fan favorites to be like, I remember that, you know. But anyway, people saw that and they just expected it was going to be Spawn. And they get on there, it's like, who's this guy? What is it? Nightwatch? Now I thought this was Spawn. You guys were so mad at me. Dude, do not shoot the messenger, man. Like, come on. But so I started making, I think it was to Dick Fillmore specifically. I was like, okay, listen, I am clearly going to have to do a Spawn explained in a minute now. First off, because the movie's coming out, so that. But yeah, I'm going to have to do a Spawn explained in a minute, just as an apology for daring to try and explain another character instead. Wow. I'll do it. I'll do it. And you know what would be a good idea? To explain Spawn, I got a really cool version of Spawn right here that I love. I'm afraid that everything would fall down if I took him down, but let me see what would happen. Yeah, there we go. Got him. Look at this. Look at this Desert Warrior version of Spawn right here. Love this, man. But I figured I'll explain him and Angela in about a minute in the same week or so. Just, yeah, love this version. This guy's just so awesome, man. Anyway, yeah, I'll put him away later. So, shoot. Anyway, yeah, that'll be my mea culpa. So, both had heroes lightning fire symbols of the crow and the bat. Look at you beating a dead horse. Sean Sadrai, Mr. Freeze will be in Tom King's Batman. Yes, I saw. You know, Mr. Freeze has been making a lot of appearances lately, dude. Like, everything you can imagine, from the Nightwing Future Elseworld series, from the Batman White Knight, everything. Mr. Freeze is in everything right now. So I think that's a cue for me to start explaining some cold-based characters in the DC universe. Continuing, Bill, Justice League Dark has Swamp Thing. Of course he's going to have Swamp Thing. With an Alan Moore-like beard. Oh, Detective Chimp, Wonder Woman, and Man-Bat. Yeah, Detective Chimp. Yeah, I think I could spend like 30 seconds to explain him in a minute. I was thinking to explain him. I honestly was, but I just, oh God, I don't like the silly comics, man. I don't like silly movies, don't like silly comics. Dick with Jim Lee, nice. And continuing, always wanted to see Jim Lee draw Silver Surfer. I was thinking about you today also, Dick, because I was thinking about doing Silver Surfer explained in a minute. I might have to, because I think that I'm going to have to. I think that the next Spotlight story is going to have to be, to get it out. I wish I would have put it out today. Krypton, World of Krypton, just for the sake of conversation, because I've already got so much of it done, you know. But and then I think I'm going to have to put out the Infinity Gauntlet story, in which case I may explain Death, just because she's kind of key, and it'd be a good segue to go into the Secret Wars 2 storyline also. Some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm going to have to explain Silver Surfer, and who else was important there? Nebula, because I didn't do Nebula when I did Guardians of the Galaxy, and I should have. I should have just gotten her out of the way, man. But it is what it is. And then, yeah, I already did Adam Warlock, so Nebula, Silver Surfer, possibly Death. I already did Thanos. Was Thanos the first time I added music? I think he was the first time I added music. I might have done it. I can't remember if I did him or Manape first. Um, Suggestions. Who else do I need to add? Possibly, I might have to add Drax. Simply because I should do all the Guardians of the Galaxy anyways, right? The current Guardians of the Galaxy. I did the old Guardians of the Galaxy. But anyway, they changed Drax so drastically. Like Drax isn't as nearly as powerful as he was back in the day when he was stupid. Now he's just dumb. Like there's a difference between dumb and stupid. You know what I'm saying? Um, when I was in high school and I'd had enough of somebody, like cracking jokes or whatever, one of the things I used to say to let them know I'm about to, get physical, like you're about to see these hands really quick, I'd say, question, are you dumb, stupid, or retarded? And it'd be like one of those things where it's like, like I don't hear an answer yet. And they knew it's like, shut up. Or, yeah, when you're in high school, you get away with stuff like that. But so yeah, I've always had in my mind that there is a difference between dumb and stupid. So anyway, oh, high school. Anyway, so oh, I see a question about holograms coming up. Can't wait to get to that. Joe Fisher, I hate when people buy stuff and resell it at a higher price. I agree, but at the same time, I kind of enjoy living in a system that does have a little more capitalism in it. It's a great way to get ahead, So, no, I don't have an issue with that. I really don't. Yeah, it is what it is. I would have a problem with that if I were currently writing comic books or even drawing something, and then somebody would, come up with like 30 comics, like, here you go, man, could you sign all these for me? It's like, sure, and like 14 of them are duplicates. It's like clear this guy's just going to put them on, eBay or whatnot. So yeah, it's like the guy's literally making money off of my time. I'm not charging him to sign things, but he's charging me but he's going to charge other people to sell them. It's like it made me think because I was watching something like when I was taking my time and whatnot after I put the kids to bed. I was literally I was finishing up some work on the Marvel face rip game information for the video I'm going to put out on Monday. And I was sitting down, and to calm myself, I was watching. Yeah, everything about me is comic books in my free time, it seems. I was watching somebody's unboxing. They went to a garage sale and they paid like $400 for a bunch of long boxes. I'm like, dude, you gotta learn how to not go and spend $400. And these comics, they were sealed. It's like they're old boxes. You don't even know if they got what do you call it? If you don't even know if they're bagged, dude. Like all those comics could be yellowed, and you're like, what are you doing? So I'm literally just like, okay, whatever. So I'm just sitting down. It's like the whole time it was like an hour and 10-minute long video. I'm just like, whatever. It's gonna kill some time. So I'm just listening to him doing as I'm sitting there, writing my stuff and reading and everything like that. And every so often it's like, what? You got a first appearance of Rocket Raccoon in the modern world, dude. Nice one, nice one. Somebody got a first appearance of the Punisher in the Amazing Spider-Man. Holy crap! Oh, really crappy looking issue, but I would take a crappy looking issue version of that. Absolutely. Because I'm not looking to sell this stuff. I want it to, I want it for me, But anyway, yeah, like I was just sitting down and doing that, and I started thinking to myself, because so he went on saying at one point, oh yeah, the first appearance of Red Goblin is in this, which is current in the current Dan Slott go down swinging storyline for Amazing Spider-Man. This is his swan song, basically. He's finishing Amazing Spider-Man with this. A lot of people are like, yeah. Anyway, oh, and he's off Twitter, dude. I was surprised. I usually I didn't see any political rants or anything. Like he's not screaming about this stuff online. I'm like, wow, Dan Slott left Twitter. I had to look it up and everything, and like nobody was talking about it. So I had to verify. I was like, okay, so I don't know if I've ever been blocked by somebody or not. I don't know if I would find out if I've been blocked. So like looking up Dan Slott, I was like, I don't see anything. Does that mean I was blocked? I don't know. So no, I wasn't blocked because like I think I've said like 3 things to him, and it's all like, dude, love this week's comic. It was awesome. Really good idea with such and such. I've never said anything mean or derogatory to him. Anyway, and real quick on that, I'm going to be doing a discussion piece on Sunday. Tomorrow. Crap, I got to do it tonight. Oh, and I'm tired too, man. Whatever. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to be putting out a discussion piece where I will be talking about the Comicsgate situation, because there was just an article in Bleeding Cool, and then Bleeding Fool went and did a counter story to it. It's like, the Bleeding Cool was actually really detailed. The Bleeding Fool one was quick and whatever. And I saw like some other people did some responses to that. I don't watch other people's videos because I don't want their opinions to kind of bleed over into my own. You know what I'm saying? So I try to keep mine. I like trying to keep my opinions my own opinions. So unfortunately, I will see other people's titles. I'm constantly getting recommendations for this stuff. But anyway, so I'm going to do my own take on that, so that this way, if somebody ever asks me, hey, what's your opinion on such and such, instead of being having to remind people about it on a podcast, if people's like, I already know, Bill, I can literally just point them to this video and then done. So mind you, I'm not taking anybody's side on anything. It's literally just my point of view on things. So, and I try to stay nice and balanced, nice and centralized. So it is what it is. But um, anyway, so yeah, I was thinking to myself, what if a comic book retailer, like, you know that this issue that's coming out is going to be a big time issue, that people are going to come in, they're going to try and buy 15 copies of it, and they're going to immediately put it on eBay. They're going to buy it at cover price, and they're going to immediately put it on eBay or Amazon for $30. That's actually what was happening with the first appearance of Red Goblin. So I know, like, Carlos, the guy at my comic book store, he's like, he's sitting there talking about it one night. He's like, yeah, so I made sure I ordered a whole bunch. And I should have asked him. I think I'm going to ask him when I see him this Tuesday. But like, dude, are you allowed to just, buy them yourself, so to speak, and then, make sure that Marvel gets their fee, but then put them and be like, oh, sorry, we sold out. Saying, if you didn't order them in advance, we sold out, and here you go. But I got a whole bunch of them up here on the shelf for $30. Like, would that be bad? Saying, like that's the question. That's one of the reasons why it's a good thing to have, like, some safeguards for capitalism in there. And that would not be a socialist safeguard, but most safeguards against capitalism are socialistic, which is the balance thing. Anyway, back to comic books specifically. Rory MacArthur, hello. Have you ever checked out the Facebook Canadian comic book group? No. Comic Auction Canada and groups like that? No. And if you can link that here in this chat, I would appreciate that, Rory, because on, like, some of the comic book groups that I am in, I had to take off notifications for Facebook and for YouTube. I had to, because, like, I'll be working, I'll be doing things, and I just get all these pop-ups, and I'll be like, I can't go and answer these things each one at a time, and if I click them off, I'll forget about them, and it'll take them off of my watch list, for up above, my bell icon. So it's like, I just got to take time out of my day to remember, okay, go and check out to see what kind of comments actually registered in the first place and respond to as many of them as I can, So, like, I'm getting a lot now. I just passed, 3,200 subs. So, 3,300, I think it's 3,200. Anyway, whatever I just passed, it's like, yay me. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of comments coming in. So, and plus I put out, a lot of videos. So that's even more comments coming in. So it's impossible. It's impossible to even see them all, least off to respond to them all. Yeah, so sorry guys. Genuinely, I do try. If something pops up, I go and I check it out and I respond to that one, and then I scroll down to see what other comments are there, and I'll read them, and I'll usually click a heart if I've read them. If they came in afterwards and there's no heart, there's a chance I didn't read them, or maybe it's just one of those, like, not necessarily defamatory comment. A defamatory comment, absolutely, I'm not gonna heart that. But if it's a comment where it's like, I don't see anything there, or it's just like, whatever, then I might not on that also. It is what it is. But anyway, yeah, moving on. Sorry guys, I just don't have the time to do every single comment that comes in. It's a lot. So what happens. Anyways, yeah, please link that because in the comic book groups that I do see that I am subscribed to on Facebook or liked whatever members of, every so often someone will throw up the live feed. They'll share the live feed to the group, and it's like, oh, cool. But I would actually like to be able to do it myself, and so that I know the schedule of when they're going to show up. Because yeah, I would really like to be able to do that. To watch these things live and maybe bid on them. Dick, that reminds me, I've got just disappeared. That reminds me, I've got a hologram. Oh, it was you. Marvel Universe trading card from the second series through Amazon. Did you collect those back in the day? Dude, I had every single one of the first edition. Yes, I had them, and I loved them. Loved them. They were like the coolest thing in the world. In fact, I just saw them recently. What do you call it, at the comic book store, and I didn't bother to, like, I'm always in a rush. I'm always rushing this place, that place, whatever. So lately I go in, I shoot my video, and and on the way out, I buy whatever I'm going to buy, like, Carlos, man, check my box and talk to everybody like, hey guys, what's going on? Hey. And then sometimes people are asking me questions and whatnot. It's like, okay, cool. I had a question about the Iron Man, Hong Kong Heroes, which like put me in kind of a bad mood. It's like, really, go check out my review for my opinion on that one. But anyway, yeah, like I'm always in a rush, but I'll try and take like 10 minutes to like talk to Carlos really quick. Be like, dude, hey man, what's going on? And we're usually just talking politics or whatever, and like he's really big on like, what Antifa's doing right now. Is like, what are those jackasses doing right now, man? What are these freaking Nazi style anti-Nazis doing right now? What I'm saying? Like, what's going on, dude? So anyway, yeah, I'm always rushed, but they've got it, and I don't know if I really want them back again. I don't know. They were a nice thing to have, but I'm not dying to get them back. We'll see though. We'll see. Um, Raven. What's going on, Raven? I have the most boring Wonder Woman comic ever. Issue 20, September 88 by George Perez. Issue 20. Those earlier issues were actually pretty important. What was issue number 20? What was issue number 20? I remember issue 9 was Cheetah, because Dr. Minerva version of Cheetah, because I just did that explained in a minute for Cheetah. I've also got it on my list, not on a schedule, unfortunately, but on a list to do Giganta and s.h.i.e.l.d. explained in a minute, just because I love Giganta. She's an amazing character, Like, psychologically, I love her character. And then s.h.i.e.l.d., she's going to be in the comics soon, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see what's up with that. Excuse me. Mark Wade, Sean Sedrai. Mark Wade said Voyager's story will continue in the Quicksilver mini. That's actually a good idea to continue it there. Okay, good. Gail Simone said Domino is like Birds of Prey, but sexy and violent. Birds of Prey wasn't? I remember thinking of the first version of it. Plus, I remember the Birds of Prey TV show. That was pretty sexy. I don't know how violent it was. It was okay. It's like the acting on Charmed. It was like, you're watching for the hot chicks. I don't know if some of the storylines were cool, but not all of them. Anyway, that's back when I used to watch TV. So, Joe Fisher, hey man. So story. Did you hear Groot in the comics is said to start soon, saying more than I am Groot? Is he? Yeah, I saw something on that. He's going to be like time advanced or something. Like he's going to be evolved. So like somebody's going, or did it already happen? I forget. Anyway, so at one point he's going to be evolved back to like Groot Prime or something like that, because he did say more in his original version, which eventually wound up joining the Howling Commandos at one point. The Howling Commandos, like the Agents of S.h.i.e.l.d. Dark, But the old version, the original version, he did talk, but he was also much bigger. So Groot will eventually be able to talk anyways when he's older, but yeah, he usually gets killed and reborn before he gets to that age. So that's kind of cool, I guess. But honestly, I don't know if that's ever going to get old, having Groot just sitting there and every so often, having, I am Groot. Like that was always fun to me. What do we got here? Okay, so Joe Fisher, when is Justice League Season 3 coming out? Does anyone know? Good question. Oh, Young Justice. Young Justice season. Yeah, I know, right? Don't announce it if it's not really going to come out, dude. What's up with that? Somebody needs to put that out. Sean, the Wrecking Crew will be in issue 35 of Moon Girl, and Fisk will be in issue 32. Shoot, they're already up that high. Pedro Quineos, what's going on, man? How do you feel about Krypton? And your YouTube channel is awesome. Thank you on the latter. Sorry I haven't watched it yet on the prior. I think I should. Okay, you know what, guys? I'm going to watch Krypton. I'm sure I can get it on my phone. And I'll watch Krypton, and I'll probably try and do a review. You know what? I'll try and do a live stream on that tonight, if possible. If possible, it'll probably be overnight. So Raven will be able to watch it over in Australia. He'll be like, cool. I'm up doing the day anyway. But I'm sorry for that horrible Outback thing. Sorry for that horrible accent that I tried to mimic and butchered. But YouTube has a new thing where I can actually go live without a player. Without using my what the heck is this? I always forget what this stupid thing is called. My XSplit, without using my XSplit player. So that's cool. I'm going to check that out and see how that actually works. Yes, James Tynion is starting Justice League Dark. I saw his quote where he said blah blah blah, where he said I'm doing Justice League Dark. So that's cool. That's what I get for turning in late. No worries, dude. Oh, Joe answered the question. Thank you. Just think if Venom had the powers. Okay, I'm going to... let me just... Dick Fillmore, actually, I've got the script. I think I've got it down here. I've got the script for issue 44 through 50 to do as the preamble. I have to do the preamble for the Silver Surfer before I do Infinity Gauntlet. So, yeah, let me assuage your fears. It's as good as done. I literally just have to relook at the notes and then do the video. So, yeah, that was actually when I used to take notes. Now I just read, and I just read the comic again, and then boom, I just start doing the thing right away. I usually don't even find the pictures that I'm going to use first, so I don't know what pictures I'm going to have available. Anyway, issue 50 leads right into his crash with Doctor Strange. Yeah, where the Hulk does in Infinity War. Yep. Comic watching. Add Drax. Okay, Quasar. Quasar wasn't particularly important in Infinity Gauntlet, was he? I don't remember him being for Infinity Countdown and the end. Yes. Okay, for those, yes. Moondragon also. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Infinity Watch. Like just doing the Infinity Watch, like Pip the Troll, for instance. Yeah, that'll absolutely be important. Maybe Marvel. You see, one of these days I am going to get around to doing Marvel because the Captain Marvel thing, I think Jude Law is supposed to be playing Marvel, which, okay, I guess, cool. What do you call it? And Dick agrees. Dick thumbs you up, so now you know. In that era and anything involving Starling, if he agrees, you know it's a golden comic, a golden comment. And I'm not being sarcastic or facetious in any way, shape, or form. I'm dead serious on that. Anyway, so do issue 1 through 33 through 31 also. Yeah, sure, Dick. Why not just do all the Silver Surfer comics for you? Eventually, maybe I will. Who knows? But I will be doing Marvel Explained in a minute, and Marvel graphic novel issue number 1, which I think everybody knows by now. That's the death of Captain Marvel. I will be doing that before the Captain Marvel movie comes out. So yes, that's actually on the schedule, not just on the list. That's on the schedule. And do Impossible Man Explained in a minute. It might not hurt to, you know what? Honestly, it might not hurt to do Impossible Man Explained in a minute to like throw out on a Saturday if I'm going to be explaining those lead-up issues, because actually, no, I already did that issue. That was a preamble to Thanos War. Should have already done that. But yeah, why not? Do the planet of Pop-Up, and it should be Pop-Pop, and the Impossible Woman who he absorbed. But, and the Papapians. Bill, my friend's suggestion, Wonder Woman brother be named Argonaut. And that's Sean Sedrive. Dude, that's actually a really good name, and I wouldn't be surprised if that wound up working. Yes, we will do the segment. Still have Silver Surfer 1 through 82. Nice. That was the third volume, if I remember correctly. Bill Man-Thing might be in X-Men Blue. Thank you, Sean. Also continuing. Ariel Olivetti might do Inhumans comic. Oh, nice. Nice. Congratulations on 3,200. Thank you, Dick. I see 33K in the subscribed area. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, it's one of those two. I know it's one of those two. Flawless story. Yeah, yeah. Comic watching. I agree with your assessment with Dick Fillmore that yes, it really was flawless storytelling. Like so much happened in there. Oh, Blood and Thunder crossover. That gives me a good suggestion for a Spotlight and story, also, dude. Yeah, that wow. Oh man, now you got me hyped. I might do some supererogatory reading right now. Thank you for the congrats, guys. Don't forget to just stop jumping, stop jumping. The death of Wonder Woman's publicist. Are you Team Barry or Team Wally in Flash War? Dude, I would have been Team Barry. I would have been Team Barry, but just by what I'm saying, I think I might be Team Wally in this because Flash is really losing it, and he's causing more problems than he's solving right now. So I might be Team Wally in this. Plus, like I've said in my reviews of Flash, I would love to see 3 full Flash comics right now. I want to see this current Flash storyline, and I want to see a Godspeed storyline, and I want to see a Wally West storyline with the original Wally West. That's what I want to see. I want to see all 3 of those comics out. Hey, Comic Boom just showed up. What's going on, brother? What do you call it? Rory MacArthur. I tried to post a link. Canadian Facebook groups. YouTube isn't having it. I'm sorry, and I don't know how to find that. I can try sending the links to your page on Facebook. Yeah, if you do that, if you do, at least send me a message. Yeah, send me a message if you can, and then boom, I'll check that out. Yeah, Comic Boom. I know you are not a fan of Barry. I pay attention. I have a pretty good memory for all that stuff. Why isn't my stuff asking me for a software update again? Leave me alone, iPhone. Punch you in your head. Okay, so let's start with the segment. And to do that, go back over here and ka-chow! It is now time for the Eye of Agamotto segment to see what kind of cool stuff he has sent for me. So, get over there. Okay, you actually sent something that said, hey, from this point on, it's for the... Oh, you sent me a little bit too much stuff. Okay, so, okay, Bill, these next picks are for the podcast today. Multiple man variant. Oh, that's just gross. He says gross. That is just gross, man. What is that? What is this crazy stuff you're sending me? It looks like MODOK. Ew. Exiles with Blackbeard thing. Oh, Blackbeard the pirate. And it's funny. I want you guys to look at that. And also, I'm going to zoom in to see. Is there a glare? What's up with that? Okay, so Exiles with Blackbeard, which I think is cool. I think this could be fun. And let me see. Yes! You can see by Blackbeard's hand exactly who Blackbeard is, just like in those early Fantastic Four comics. Blackbeard is Ben Grimm, the Thing. You can clearly see that is him. That is awesome. That is awesome. Ahmed Saladin is doing Exiles, isn't he? So it should be really good. X-Men Blue number 29. Okay, yeah, that should be... Okay, so Jimmy Hudson's going to be hunting people. What do we got here? Punisher versus Zemo. Get out of town! Oh, that looks like it might be cool. Punisher versus Zemo could be really fun. Okay, I'm digging on that. What is this? Astonishing X-Men 12. Cool. Old Man Logan versus Kraven in the Savage Land. Okay, guys, look, I know Kraven was considered mostly a joke character for a long time, but lately... people have been taking care of him, okay? In the Jessica Jones comic, he's been being taken care of. In the, where else has he been? He's been showing up a few times, and they're actually taking care of him. They're doing a really good job with him. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Ooh, and further ones. They're about to get eaten by a dinosaur, and they're going at it with each other. I'm actually excited to see that. Plus, Brisson is writing him. Brisson is writing the current X-Men Logan storyline, so yeah, I'm positive it's going to be good. Ed Brisson knows how to put a character in a storyline and or just in a comic book and not completely punk them out. Like what I've been saying in my reviews there, Sabretooth has been a punk of a character forever. And all of a sudden he shows up over here in Ed Brisson's book, and I'm like, Sabretooth is a genuine threat, and I love it. Comic Boom, I was upset that Thor 705 did not have any double page spreads. I know, right? Like, what is it? Thor issue number, am I thinking 380, 280, whatever it was, the one where he fought against Jormungandr? If anybody ever asked me, like, what's your single favorite comic book issue? That is my single favorite comic book issue. I melted when I read that. Just the best, the absolute best. Lots of great scenes relegated to mere panels instead of double-page spreads. Untold pages wasted in issue number 700, yet no extra pages for 705. It's a good assessment. Really good assessment. Guys, if you're not watching Comic Boom has, like, what, if I remember correctly, 174 freaking subs? That's dude, that's unacceptable. Guys, you guys are watching my stuff. Go and watch Comic Boom. That's real talk. He's not paying me much to say that. No, real talk. Like, I like watching Comic Boom. I look for his stuff when it comes out. Dude just needs to post more. He's too busy being a lawyer and causing divorces and over in Calgary. New Mutants Dead Souls issue number 4. Somebody's gonna die. Oh, so the current storyline in New Mutants right now. There's a 6-issue miniseries. I think it's 6 issues. Limited series. So I'm looking for that. Okay, yeah, you just retweeted that same tweet that I saw from James Tynion. He's doing Justice League Dark, Justice League Odyssey. There's going to be a new line coming out pretty soon. New Justice League, I think it's called, or Justice League New, something like that, whatever, stemming from what's currently going on right now. It's funny whenever somebody says thank you. I just got finished doing my review for Infidel, where I actually spoke a little bit of Arabic in that one, because, like, it was a really good comic. I love that comic. I don't care what anybody else says. I really did love that comic book. Spending 5 years in the Middle East, forget about it, dude. Like, it was a really good comic. It reminded me so much of, some of the horror stories that the creepypasta stories that I hear over there, So I spoke a little bit of Arabic in that one. So you said thanks a lot, dude. And immediately in my mind, I'm thinking, La shukra ala ajib, which translates, it's the most beautiful you're welcome ever. It literally translates to, there is no thanks for what is expected. You know what I'm saying? And, like, God, Arabic is a gorgeous, beautiful language, man. But anyway, that's what just came up. I will subscribe to Comic Boom. He's going to be watching, man. Joe Fisher just subbed. And don't just sub, like, seriously, watch some of his stuff. Go and watch his Jonah Hex thing, because I did my Jonah Hex Explained in a Minute and Spotlight and Story last Saturday, and then he commented on it, and he was talking about his. I was like, could you link that, please? Not because I can go over and I can just search for it, but link for it so it's easier for me to see it, and so other people can see it also. Probably spent about 20% of the review drinking. Was it cognac or rye and Coke? I don't even know what rye is. When you were saying rye, Coke and rye, I was thinking to myself, yeah, Coke and rye. Rye is them good old boys drinking whiskey and rye. So rye is something that has to do with alcohol. I know that, and that's literally like the extent of my knowledge on that. But what do you call it? But the rest of it was actually really good. And the cosplay, the only thing you needed was a thing on your lip to connect your lips. That would have been awesome. Excited to have Adam Glass. Who is this? So Clark. I don't know what this is. So Bernard Chang is going to be Bernard Chang and Adam Glass is going to be on Teen Titans this spring. Okay. New cast led by the a-hole Damien. Sorry guys, I love Damien. I love Damien. He's like the especially when he's doing something childish, idiotic, and stupid. I love it. I love when he does that. And here's the team that they're advertising. Oh, and this is actually, you get an image of Crush in the background holding something up. So I'll hold that up there for a couple seconds. Awesome. Crown Royale. Oh, you know what? Hey, dude, if you get any more Crown Royale bags and you don't know what to do with them, I don't know if you sell them or I don't know anything about it, but I know that the guys at Nerdarchy were saying that they make really good dice bags. So if that's the case, maybe you can consider selling them online as dice bags because, yeah, they're apparently really good for that. I get cheapy dice bags. But anyway, yes, so, okay, so that's it. Does anybody have any final questions before I go? Because my wife bought some drumstick ice creams, and I did not have a cheat day last week, so I need a solid cheat. I'm not going to get a solid cheat day this week. I'm literally going to go and have an ice cream. I'm going to come back in here, and I'm going to do my my story on not story my conversation on Comicsgate. I'm going to try and keep it to about an hour, but it's going to be a discussion issue. You just saw my bare naked kneecap there. You like that? I'm not wearing pants. I'm joking. I'm totally wearing pants. Anyway, not wearing long pants. Let's put it that way. What do you call it? But I'm going to be doing so I'll be doing that tonight. I'm not going to do a whole lot of editing on it. I'm just going to like whatever, put the intro and outro on it, which is, Comic Book University. That's really it. And then, boom, done. Yeah, but I'm just going to be doing my take on the Comicsgate thing going on because it's coming to a head right now. And there are choices that are going to need to be made by the Comicsgate groups. And I'll tell you about how I agree with a lot of what they're saying, but I disagree with the movement itself and everything, and I think it'll be kind of fun. Anyway, yeah, I know, drumsticks, right? Bill, what do you think Jimmy's name should be? So Jimmy Hudson, Sean Sadry is asking. Fake Vereen? I don't know. Even Honey Badger's been taken. So the ferret? Honestly, I don't know. I'd have to think of that one. That's a good one. That's a really good question. Laugh out loud. Comics Boom. Lots of dice bags, and thanks for subscribing, guys. Thanks for the shout out, Professor. It's all good. Comic watching. Hey, let's get a video soon of your speculation on how No Surrender Infinity Countdown will lead into through Fresh Start. Have a great night, Professor. No worries, dude. Also, I did do a On the Horizon about Fresh Start, and I gave a lot of opinions in that piece. So go and check. I think that was just 2 weeks ago I did that. So go and check out, just do a search for On the Horizon Fresh Start. You'll find it. Also, you guys can find all of my videos by just going to my title page. Anybody, Comic Boom's, anybody's. Go in the top right corner, and there's a small search box there. It should be a lot bigger, but you can actually search within that specific user's stuff. So you can see anything that you have a question on what I might have done, do there, and they'll search only my search boxes to see, like, what I may have talked about on the subject. So yeah, it's like a little hidden part of YouTube. Go figure. Let's get a video soon. Comic Watching is saying of your. Oh nope, just read that. Also start reading Teen Titans and Titans soon. Maybe. Joe Fisher, thanks for the great stream. Again, still trying to figure out what they did with Havoc's face. Sean and a couple others can tell you what they did with Havoc's face before we actually leave out of here. Guys, if you could mention there. It looks like the face is healed, but his eye looks robotic now. No, I don't think it's robotic. I think it's like a milked out eye. Anyway, it might be he might have gotten a glass eye, but no, he wouldn't have. Anyway, Raven, Rattel hasn't been used. Who's Rattel? What's Rattel? Oh, Rattel. Oh, using Rattel for Jimmy Hudson. That's good. Or, dude, you're right there, man. And plus, I know my buddy Paul from he's from Australia. He said he was going to move to Tasmania. I think. Anyway, that island there where the Tasmanian devil resides. So why not Tasmanian devil? I don't know. Were they really getting confused with the WB character? Love that vid. On the Horizon is a great series. Thank you. I appreciate that. Comic Watching. Joe Fisher, do you hear Miles may be getting a new name? Spidey. I don't know how much I'm going to like that. It might grow on me, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Why not just Spider? You know what I'm saying? Why not just Spider? Just don't do Spider Boy. That's it. That's my big thing. Um, uh, Sean says, I think he got injured in Uncanny Avengers. It was in Uncanny Avengers. It's one of those mid comics. That's why he got pulled off in the second series. And yes, I did see that, Ramen. Okay, cool. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for showing up. Really looking forward to seeing that one link so I can look at the people selling, auctioning off comics. Really looking forward to that. Anyway, drumsticks waiting. All right, guys. Love, peace, and hair grease. And Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.